Hello everybody and welcome back to Chellington. Yeah, I've always said Chellington Farm because that's how it always has been remembered, but it is called Chellington Valley, as somebody points out. Somebody keeps commenting on my videos saying, oh, why do you keep calling it Chellington Farm? Yeah, that's the reason why. So yeah, technically it is Chellington Valley. Anyway, we do have some hay just here. I think it's all still good. Yeah, well, it doesn't really tell us anything there anyway, but yeah, we know it's hay. And I've been going on saying that we don't really have any dried products, but in fact we do. So we can give this hay to the cows. I think we'll do that pretty much straight away. We get the JCB and we'll put it into the trough. And we'll also put in this final fermented grass bale. We actually do have quite a few fermented grass bales, but they don't need too much at this stage. Probably a better camera angle. Anyway, today I'm hoping that we can start to cut the clover. Now, as I said in the previous episode, I'm a little bit unsure about clover because I've never done it before. But if it's anything like alfalfa or grass, we should be able to cut it before it is 100% fully grown. Or maybe it is. Maybe it is ready anyway. I just don't know. So there we go. That's the fermented grass bale done. Cleanliness actually isn't too good. We need a broom. Oh no, I said I was going to use that machine. We'll get that. We'll definitely get that. But yes, next we have the hay. I could clear it up with the bucket, but that means we can't use the machine. And I really want to use the machine because it's been on Mod Hub for ages, months, maybe years, and I just haven't used it yet. And it's not because I don't want to. It's because the opportunity has never really come along, or at least I've sort of overlooked the opportunity. I've always gone for a bucket or a broom. But now, whilst it's fresh in my mind, we can definitely make the most of it. So how many bales do we need? They're 6,000 litres each, I think probably 2. I would be surprised if they take more than 2. How much have they taken of the other products? Yeah, so 12,000 litres should be plenty. But yeah, regarding the clover, we need to get the mowers, we need to get it all cut. Goodbye hay bale. and yes, we'll go from there once it's all cut. Now I should be able to push that through. I also can't believe it, but this is episode 29. How we're already on 29, I don't know. But yeah, was it January or February when we started? It's been a while. So I'm probably going to be changing maps at some point in the near future. Yeah, obviously one was enough. I don't know exactly when we're going to change and what we're going to change to. But yeah, I'm honestly amazed how long we've been on this map. It just goes to show how time flies when you're having fun. I'll have to put this back in the shed, otherwise it's going to rot away. And then the final thing we'll do is fill the water trough up. There we go. And we'll park that just there. So the water trough, as you probably know, is just around the back here. It's not looking too bad. But really it is just a case of giving them the clover windrow, and straw, which we haven't done yet. And then we just need to tidy them up. So we have 52 cows. Ah, very nice. For number 3, the clover field is now showing as ready to harvest. Before, when I started the game, that was actually showing the final growth stage. So that's very good news. There it is. So it is quite expensive, it's £22,000, but it looks like a fairly sophisticated piece of equipment. I don't know if the brand name is Emily or if it's actually called Emily. I think it probably is a brand name. But it looks fantastic. Really good. So what do we want? Brush without brush. We want to have the brush, I think. As for the scraper, yeah, we'll go with the scraper. We might as well have everything. And we can actually change, by the look of it, the brush colour. I would usually go for a yellow. Okay, there's no yellow. But green is, you know, white is going to start to look a bit dirty. So yeah, maybe the default green is actually the best. It's a bit like a The trimmer twine. The stuff you get on a trimmer, grass trimmer. At least that's what it looks like. So we've managed to push the price up to £24,500. Not to worry. I believe in an update the travelling speed, the speed that you can actually drive at, was increased. But we're still going to put it on the back of the pickup. We might as well, because we can do 75 with this. So we'll get it back here. We will clear the cows area, which will probably take about 3 seconds, but then it's always here for the future. And then we'll move on, and we'll start to cut the clover. But you can see how things have changed. The crops are looking fantastic. Although this crop here, for example, looks ready, I don't think it would be yet, because it is only late spring, and the harvest tends to be late summer, early autumn. So yeah, we'll be leaving that for a few episodes. But as I said, I think we'll probably be finishing this map around episode 35, roughly. I don't know for sure. Maybe 32. It just depends on the situation. We're not just going to leave it up in the air. Obviously, we're going to finish it at a natural point. And I'm not going to rush to change maps if I'm not satisfied with the map we're going to be changing to. But I know there are plenty of fantastic maps out which I haven't even tried yet. So yes, I don't want to miss them. When I say that, I don't want to be sort of returning to FS19 when 22's out, because although I'm sure loads of people will do, and I might even do that myself without producing a video, I know that everybody's going to be excited to see 22 when it's out. So yeah, I don't think I'm going to be returning to 19, although I can't say for sure. I really can't say for sure. I did return to 17 with survival roleplay. I can guarantee that I will not be continuing 19 in survival roleplay when 22 is out, because well, it's a bit of a story actually. I don't know how much longer survival roleplay is going to be happening for. It's becoming increasingly difficult to produce those videos, mostly because I can't add more characters very easily. The thing is, there's only like 3 female characters and 3 male characters, so it's really difficult to try and pass off the same looking person as somebody new. We'll try that again. I got stuck on the ramp. Yeah, I'm just hoping that 22 has more characters, and even a storyline. If you can do like campaign mode, which is basically FS with a story, that would be amazing. Can you imagine? Obviously you want to have free play, so like this, where you're just free to do whatever you want. But I know loads of people want a storyline. It would be fantastic. It would be basically like having survival roleplay in the game as standard. How amazing would that be? But yeah, I'm serious when I say, yeah, it's just becoming increasingly difficult to add characters and develop the storyline in 19. I do need something new. So yeah, it's all a bit up in the air. I don't know exactly what's happening at this stage. Okay, right, so let's head back to the farm. We have it on board, looking fantastic. I believe we can actually do a mixture with this. You can see the mixing ratio. It's on the screen. Maize silage, WCS, straw, grass fermented soybeans and sugar beet. Let's go this way. It's not as bumpy as it looks. Quite fun. Okay, I'm going to see you back over at the farm, where we can try this thing out. But if you do want it, it's available on ModHub. We shouldn't have an issue getting it off, and it doesn't really matter that it struggled to get on the trailer, because we wouldn't tend to transport it. It's the sort of thing which is just going to live here. There's no need to move it again. Right, so its top speed is 12 miles per hour. That actually does seem quite decent. I don't know what it was originally, but it's probably along the lines of 5 or 6 miles per hour. just see what it looks like from first person view. We've got the controls down the side. We've got one in front. Okay, so let's start cleaning up. There we go. Yes, I don't think I was using it correctly before. So now we can really brush all of the unwanted material out of here. Because I was doing it wrong, I've actually put it into the wrong area. It's all down there. It's a shame. Okay, well, I'll know for next time. And then all we have to do is press I, and it's going to throw it into there. Nice and tidy. So yeah, back into the feed trough. Good. Yeah, so I think it may be possible to recover those bits that I've just made a mess of. Yeah, should be able to. Nice. Yeah, so next time we'll be doing it the other way around. When I haven't made a mess. But that's good. Very nice multi-purpose tool. Lift things up again. There we go. I don't know exactly where to keep it. I suppose in here. I'll have to move the bucket. That'll do. Yeah, so we'll use that again next time the cows have made a mess. So things should be looking better. Much better. That will go to 100%. So maybe we can now buy our own mowers. It's been a long time coming, but we do now have the money. So I think, well, these are the ones I always want to go for. They're just good. We know that they're good. Quite expensive, but that doesn't really matter too much. Because we only need to buy them once, obviously. Okay. And now for the back part. Now we do need to make sure it's going to put it in a swath. So that is what we need. £75,000. So we're down to 374. That cost us 96,200. But we get to use the John Deere. Here we go. I've just noticed it does still say on screen mixing ratio. I'm guessing it's because we're in range of the other machine. I don't know for sure. Okay, yeah, so you can see we're raising the front axle there. It looks much better. It's balanced. And I haven't actually used this for some time. It is good to be back in the John Deere. Using it correctly. Here we are at the store, and this time that mower shouldn't be scraping along the ground. Yeah, before it was like this. So that's a vast improvement. Very happy about that. Oh no, I can't get it back up again. Come on, tractor. You can do it. There we go. I don't know what applications would require the tractor to be like that. Like all the way down at the front. Is it suspension? I don't know. But we are ready to cut the clover. We haven't actually been in this field for some time. Interestingly, it was the first field that we ever went in this series. I think that was, what was it, about the 2nd? I think I recorded it on the 2nd of February, so it probably went out on the 3rd. Or maybe a few days after that. Because I do record my videos and then publish them a few days later. But there is the clover. You probably already know what clover looks like. Like when you get clover in the lawn. I'm looking forward to seeing this. Some of you may have been cutting clover for ages. You're probably thinking, crikey, has he only just discovered the clover crop? Yeah, first time, but it should look good. It looks so lush. Right, we'll turn those flashing lights off. Oh, the alfalfa looks good too. Look at that. Purple flowers. we go. So I think to begin with, let's just get our front mower switched on. That way we're not driving on the rest of the field. So yeah, it looks really good. Very realistic. It almost looks like a bit of a minty green when it's being cut. And it's good because the crop that we needed was clover windrow. So it doesn't even need to be fermented, although we are going to ferment it as well. Possibly. I don't know for sure. We are cutting. I would imagine clover would grow back. Well, it definitely does in real life. So I suppose it's going to grow back in FS, just like the alfalfa does. Looks interesting. All my videos are published in 1440p, so it shouldn't look too weird. I know that sometimes the bitrate can make you look a bit weird, but that issue with YouTube is sorted, thankfully. It was when the Alpine DLC came out, that's when I had a huge issue. YouTube was publishing my videos in a very strange codec, very low quality codec, and it made all my videos look pixelated, even though I was uploading them in really good quality. So yeah, that has been sorted, thankfully. Really happy about that. Something just very satisfying about going up and down a field mowing, transforming a relatively tall crop to a nice neat windrow, beautifully cut, nice and level, looks good. So I think probably when it comes to giving some of this to the cows, we're just going to bring the big bucket, we'll scoop some up, and then the rest of it can be baled and I suppose wrapped. We'll just get it all wrapped, because we can use the Heston bale wrapper. I'm so pleased that mod was produced, because before all we could do was wrap the quadrant bales, and as we know, the quadrant bales aren't that big. You could use the variable bale capacity mod to have more litres per bale, but that wasn't necessarily the realistic approach. Looks lovely. So, yeah, I don't know what else we have to try out. I think, well, there are several other grass types. There's like the horse pasture grass or something? Let's just take a look here. I've never actually needed to do it because I've never had horses in this particular setup. Yeah, horse grass, field grass, all have different uses. And then we have the clovers. So which one is worth the most? £300 wet. Ah, maybe we have to windrow it first. £300 for the clover windrow, and when I say windrow I mean Ted. And semi-dry clover. So yeah, what is this exactly? Maybe we can find out with this. It's clover. Well, we'll try it. When we get the bucket here, it will tell us exactly what it is. But it hasn't been dried. Maybe I should have just cut this without swathing it. Anyway, we'll soon find out. by the way, when we do come to change maps, we will be taking the animals with us, so the progress which is made will not in any way be wasted. We'll probably take the money with us as well, and the machinery. Well, the machines will likely be sold, so we just take the money. But that is the best way of doing it, because then we're not doing all of this for nothing at all. We always see the benefits, basically. We always see the benefits of the work that we've put in. But that is us pretty much done. The final triangle. Probably have to spin around to get that piece. There we go. And we're done. Nice. Right, so yeah, we'll head back. We'll go and pick up the JCB. Get this folded up. And we'll see exactly what we actually have here. As I said, it might be wet. I think it would be wet actually, because it's literally just been cut. We can go back this way. Straight across the fields. And yeah, we do have the alfalfa, but I'm not too sure if we're going to do it. I'm trying to focus on the crops that we haven't looked at yet. Has interesting beacons or strobes. They're really low profile. And I think it has LED lights as well. Hard to say, but I think it is. Yeah, interesting tractor. Very chunky. Ah, field number 1. So many memories of field number 1. Mostly that time it took me ages to spread it with lime. No. That didn't go to plan. Supposed to go over the bridge, not off it. Wow, it knew when it was in danger. It didn't even attempt to struggle. Straight out of there. I'm interested in seeing if we can actually fit this into the shed with the rear mower attached. I think with the front mower that's just completely out of the question, but it would be good to keep the rear mower on. Only issue is, where do we put the front mower? Maybe down the side. Ooh, look at that clearance there. Oh, and you can't lower it, it has to unfold. Luckily the collision is higher than the beam. Yeah, we could put the front mower in there. That would work. That's fine. It's sticking out a bit, but we can still get past. Okay, right. So, as I said, the JCB. I left it somewhere. Oh, actually, maybe we should just fill up a trailer. If I fit this trailer to the JCB, we can fill it up and then bring it back. Is there space for any more alfalfa? Not really. They've completely taken everything they wanted. So we're going to tip this back in the pile. That'd be the best thing to do. We can scoop it up again whenever we need it. There we go. And I'll probably take it off here. It has magic hydraulics, so it can go down without being attached. And yeah, into the JCB, which I left in that field there. Haven't used the lorry for a while. I think that trailer will fit to it. It looks like it should do. Because with this we don't have the pin attachment, we actually do have the hook. which is nice. Always good to have that. And we can actually keep this all in the trailer. We probably don't need to tip it out anymore. Once we've given them their quota, just keep the rest in there as a storage place, because the fermented alfalfa already has a storage place. Open the gate again, and yeah, that doesn't even look too out of place. It suits it. The front wheels of the trailer are off the ground, but that doesn't really matter. I'm sure once we get some weight in, they'll be right down. There we go. It's a handy loop. It's good to be able to get out that way. Right, I will see you over at the field. Hopefully this time we don't go in the river. So what is it going to be? Wet? It would make perfect sense for it to be wet because we haven't tethered it at all, obviously. Oh, it is. It's just clover windrow. So when does it become wet? Is that just when it's been rained on? I'm sorry, I play so much of this game, and yet I always struggle to understand some aspects. Right, once I've learnt, I don't usually forget. Well, you can get loads in a bucket. Thing is though, this bucket is unnaturally large, so it's probably like one to two bucket loads. What is it? One and a half bucket loads for a trailer? Not too sure. But it's good. It's good to remove the headland first anyway. It makes the baling much easier. I think it was 2 bucket loads. We'll try and get to the end of here, then we can turn around and come back on the left hand side. Efficiency. Nothing being missed. Well, the odd bit. Pretty impressive. That's another load, and then obviously we'll take a load in the bucket. No point wasting that. Such a huge space. Oh, don't get too excited. Knocking the trailer over. Okay, so yes, it was almost 2 bucket loads. So it means we can give this straight to the cows. The interesting thing will be to see how much they take. Well, it certainly cleared a space. Not bad at all. $22,898 litres. That's a lot. Goes to show how much there actually is in the field. Did I establish the actual fermented price? 420 against 300. So yeah, we will be using it as a fermented product. Clover, or actually maybe we won't be, come to think of it. Yeah, I don't know. We'll probably sell it then. We have so much alfalfa. Come to think of it, maybe I should have tipped a bit more of the alfalfa into the trough, but it's 2/3 full. I suppose the reason why it feels like we have been not on this map for that long is because we actually did start off over at the other farm. So we've sort of played this map in 2 ways, which is unusual for me. I usually just stick with one farm and then end, so we just do the full series in the starting farm and then move on. But because I've already done that in FS15 and 17, I wanted to experience 2 different farms. There are other farms as well. Going the back way. Turns out to be no faster. That was a joke, by the way. Obviously it was no faster. It was a much longer route. Okay, so let's just... I think we'll use everything that's in the trailer because it's so much easier to tip. And then we can put the contents of the bucket into the trailer. But I would expect them to take about 7,000 litres. Got to be careful with this bucket because it is extremely wide. Okay, we've just got to find the right place. It's usually further down. Well, it's somewhere. There it is. Right, so yeah, how much is it going to be? Looking good. Okay, not bad. Since we have more space out here, I will actually refill the trailer. Whoa! I keep missing those hidden dips in the ground. It didn't take 50%, did it? It might have been, so we should be able to empty the bucket. Almost empty the bucket. Nice. So the cows must be looking really good. It's looking fantastic. If I had filled that up, kind of annoying me now. And I can't until we've emptied this bucket, so we'll leave it until next time. We'll go and put this under cover, and then I think we'll probably call it a day. Next time we're going to be working in the same field, baling and probably wrapping the clover. It looks like this shed here has a good space. There's our baler, which will be coming in handy very soon. Okay, and that's where we can keep that. In fact, we can keep the entire thing under here. So, thank you so much for watching. Hopefully you've enjoyed the video. And until next time, see you again very soon. Bye for now.